This one's called LaMelo Ball.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas.
Yo.
NRG Stadium. It's been a wild opening weekend to this point. Who knows what is in store tonight? As off we go for the Sunday night opener. And he'll be taken down right at the
Power on.
29-yard line.
Bluetooth connected.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. That's Andrew Van Ginkel in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. He'll try and run here with Cook. 14 on the pickup. First down, Buffalo.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that 3rd down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
In trouble, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it. And the Texans have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. "7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. A short one taken at the 10. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Gray brought in motion. They'll go play action here with Allen. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll be 2nd down.
I think all of us up here in the booth were curious, how is this quarterback going to bounce back following the pick six? And a lot of guys come back and they're very conservative and they just want to dink and dunk because they're scared to throw another pick. Well, we found out pretty quickly. Not this guy. He's going to continue to attack the ball downfield, and he's looking to make big plays any chance he gets. Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it. You start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Gray brought in motion. On third down, it's Allen. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. But this is taken in by a teammate. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. This will be returnable from his own 15. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Man, how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll start on the ground with Cook. Up the sideline, past midfield. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he's going to take this all the way home. James Cook, touchdown Bills. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. They'll try to run a reverse. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. And that is incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Downs goes in motion. On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll take a deep shot for down. That is hard. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
And he'll get about 5. So 1 quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And more for... They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. The shotgun, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down. Allen gonna give it to Cook. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Daniil Hunter with the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's taken in. Keon Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. That's a gain of 14 and a 1st down. They'll go with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. In motion comes Andrews. On play action, here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
They'll try again. It's second and 10. Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. Play action now. Jackson. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. From the 34 now, it's first and 10. To throw is Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Allen. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
He's got his man. That's Coleman. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Allen. He's looking deep for Shakir. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, we just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. That's complete. Tight end Goddard. And he will get into the end zone. Dallas Goddard. Touchdown, Bills. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. In motion comes Andrews. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Going up top and looking for Andrews. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And a nice return there. He is out of bounds right at midfield.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Oh, he's got a man, his tight end, Goddard. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. Allen going to throw again. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. One more time going up top with Allen. That one, take it in. James Cook. Touchdown, Buffalo. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half. Extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Bills add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Downs goes in motion. On 1st and 10, Jackson. He's going to try it here again. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. First and 10. On the ground, it's Corum to start the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Downs goes in motion. Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll take a shot with Mims. He's got it. And he will score. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Texans. Boswell adds the extra point. And the Texans are able to cut into the deficit. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, Malik Washington. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's a handoff to Cook. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And the defense all over this one. They knock them down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. From the gun, Josh Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Bills bringing on the punt team. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back near his goal line, Jackson. He'll throw complete to Blake Corum. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Now, faking the give. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's taken down past the 35.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
In motion comes Andrews. Jackson up top again. He connects with Mims. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Now he throws back over the middle. It is complete. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Jackson on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Now Jackson on 4th down. He's got his man. That's down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of...
And he's in! Marvin Mims! Touchdown, Houston. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Boswell adds the extra point. And the Texans are back within 6. well now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. He'll grab it at the 12. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Cook. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Once again, it's Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Allen on 3rd down. Oh, they caught the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kalen Bullock.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. In motion comes Andrews. Off the play fake, Jackson. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
2nd down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down. Downs goes in motion. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with. So They can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's a 2nd and 9. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Cora. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down, 8 for the 1st down. They'll stay on the ground with Cora. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Blake Cora. Touchdown, Texans. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Washington now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Here's 1st down. A run with Cook. Oh, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his man. That's Coleman. Down the left sideline. And he will go all the way. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. To throw is Allen. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throw away. And he's taken down. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This returnable from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run here. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. Now on 2nd and long. Here's Jackson. That's into the hands of Cora. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. A gain there of 20. First down for Houston. Play action now. Jackson. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this fourth quarter. Jackson now on second down. It's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Jackson now. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. Third down coming up.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
On third down, Jackson. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Just an absolute clinic of putting together a drive, Mike, when you need it the most. And their ability to move the ball down the field, it worked.
And he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the fourth quarter.
Shit, bad throws in the second half hurt.
Seconds of this one as the kick is away. Washington now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up for first and 10. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Set to go now on first and 10. A final shot now for Allen. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete.
GG's. Boy.